Have you ever felt stuck chasing the next big thing? The luxury car, the exotic holiday, the status symbol that screams, "I made it." But inside, you feel a gnawing emptiness, or worse, you're building debt just to prove something to someone. What if I told you the real power lies not in elevating your ego, but in living below it? What if the fastest way to build wealth, scale your portfolio, and generate passive income is by mastering a mindset so rare that most of the wealthy never talk about it publicly? Stay with me, because in a moment I'm going to show you 8 actionable strategies that will shift your asset allocation from ego-driven consumption to wealth-building discipline. You don't need a 6-figure salary. You don't need an Ivy League degree. You just need one thing: the courage to suppress the ego so your equity, your portfolio, your financial freedom can grow. If you're hungry for success and eager to learn, hit that subscribe button. We're here to share the secrets and strategies to accelerate your journey. Let's begin. Number 1. Buy time, not applause. Ego wants attention. Wisdom buys time. When you live below your ego, you realize that time is the real luxury, not designer possessions or limited editions. Every unnecessary purchase eats away at your freedom clock. Smart people redirect that money towards systems that buy back time, automation tools, dividend portfolios, and passive income streams. Imagine waking up and seeing money flow into your brokerage account while you're not even working. That's not luck, that's time ownership. Ego spends on optics. Intelligence invests in autonomy. Every time you chase validation, you're paying with hours you'll never get back. When you stop performing for applause, you unlock focus. And focus, when invested correctly, multiplies capital faster than any market return. True wealth whispers. It builds silently. Number 2. Comfort kills growth. Ego protects it. Your ego thrives in comfort. It convinces you that success means stability, but real wealth is built in discomfort, where growth compounds and confidence compounds faster than cash flow. Living below your ego means rejecting the urge to always look composed and embracing environments that challenge your limits. A person who never risks looking foolish never grows their equity. Think of every investor who bought during downturns while others mocked them. They were living below ego. They didn't need approval to build conviction. That mindset separates the elite from the average. Growth doesn't happen when you're protecting your image. It happens when you fail publicly, learn privately, and reinvest strategically. Ego says, play safe. Growth says, play smart. Diversify your life the way you diversify your portfolio. Spread risk, embrace volatility, and watch resilience pay dividends. Choose to be misunderstood for a few years rather than mediocre forever. Your future self will thank you for every silent sacrifice your ego couldn't handle today. Number 3. The flex tax is real. Stop paying it. Every time you buy something to impress, you're paying the flex tax, an invisible penalty that drains future wealth for present validation. The world loves optics, luxury, travel, exclusivity. But that lifestyle burns faster than compound interest builds. Living below your ego means dodging this trap. The flex tax isn't just financial, it's emotional. You're trading peace for perception. Every flashy expense signals insecurity, not affluence. True affluence is quiet. The ultra-rich don't flex, they allocate. They understand that every $1 wasted on vanity could have been earning them equity or passive dividends. When you redirect that same desire into building a strong portfolio, say dividend-paying ETFs, index funds, or real estate income, your money starts working harder than your ego ever could. That's how wealth snowballs. Each time you say no to showing off, you're saying yes to compounding. And when compounding works long enough, you won't need validation. Your results will speak louder than any brand logo ever could. Number 4. Confidence without noise builds credibility. Ego shouts. Confidence whispers. Real power doesn't need constant announcement. Living below your ego is choosing credibility over clout. It's focusing on skill, not spotlight. Because when you're exceptional at what you do, the world finds you. No marketing required. The loudest person in the room usually has the smallest equity. The quiet worker, the one perfecting systems, learning investments, refining strategies. They're stacking invisible capital. While others chase recognition, they chase returns. Your reputation is an asset class. Protect it like you protect your portfolio. Each time you act with integrity, you're adding long-term value. Every impulsive reaction driven by ego is a withdrawal. Quiet credibility compounds exactly like reinvested dividends, small but unstoppable. When you stop seeking validation, people start trusting your judgment. It's ironic, but humility attracts influence faster than arrogance. The moment you no longer need to prove you're valuable, you become invaluable. Your ego screams for attention. Your discipline builds empires. Choose the latter. Number 5. Wealth hides in boring decisions. Ego loves drama. Wealth hides in boredom. The millionaire mindset is often painfully unglamorous. Steady investing, predictable budgets, slow compounding. There's nothing exciting about automatic transfers into ETFs or reinvesting dividends. But over time, these dull routines become power engines of capital growth. Ego wants quick results, flashy trades, risky bets, overnight wins. But consistent, boring actions build freedom. The most profitable investors aren't emotional, they're methodical. They understand that patience pays better than excitement. Living below your ego means enjoying delayed gratification. It means skipping the thrill of impulse and finding peace in progress. Boring decisions like maintaining emergency funds, automating investments, and tracking spending don't get likes, but they build leverage. Don't underestimate boring. Predictable is powerful when compounded over time. Your ego will fight it because it feels too slow. But remember, boredom is where exponential growth hides. Master it, and you'll win the game most never finish. Number 6. Value privacy more than popularity. In the digital era, visibility is currency, but it's also a liability. Ego seeks exposure. Wealth seeks protection. Living below your ego means guarding your privacy the way hedge funds guard their strategy. You don't need everyone to know your moves. You need control over your information. Oversharing your wins invites opinions, envy, and distractions. The wealthiest individuals often operate in silence because privacy equals power. It protects your peace, your capital, and your opportunities. When you stop performing for likes, your decisions improve. You make moves for growth, not approval. The fewer people who know your portfolio, your investments, your income, the less external pressure you face. Freedom grows when attention shrinks. Popular doesn't mean prosperous. Many public figures have fame but no liquidity. Meanwhile, anonymous investors build multi-million-dollar portfolios quietly. The goal isn't to be seen, it's to be sovereign. Number 7. Let numbers define progress, not opinions. Ego seeks validation from people. Wealth seeks verification from numbers. When you live below your ego, metrics replace emotions. You measure success in equity growth, debt reduction, and passive income, not compliments or applause. Every investor knows the scoreboard doesn't lie. Opinions fluctuate. Returns don't. That's why smart players treat numbers as feedback, not feelings. If your portfolio grows steadily, you're progressing, even if no one claps for it. When you track your wealth metrics, ego loses control. Data keeps you accountable. You stop overspending because you can see the compounding cost. You stop chasing trends because you trust your system. Living below your ego means building a scoreboard that only you can see. And that's what makes it powerful. When you let numbers guide your growth, noise disappears. Truth replaces perception. And that's where mastery begins. Number 8. Humility multiplies leverage. The most underrated wealth strategy isn't a new ETF or stock. It's humility. Ego blocks learning. Humility compounds it. When you live below your ego, you remain curious, adaptive, and open to better systems. That mindset multiplies leverage faster than any asset class. Humility attracts information, and information builds advantage. The more you listen, the more you discover new tools, better platforms, smarter asset allocation techniques. Ego says, I know enough. Humility says, show me more. The latter wins. In markets, humility keeps you diversified. It stops you from over-concentrating and losing balance. In life, it keeps you teachable, so you're always upgrading your portfolio of skills. Here's the paradox. The moment you think you've mastered the game, the market humbles you. The investor who stays modest outperforms the one chasing genius status, because while the ego is busy predicting, humility is busy learning. When you lower your ego, you raise your ceiling. And in wealth, that's the most valuable leverage you'll ever earn. Here is a bonus tip for you. Quiet power always outlasts loud success. You don't need the world to see you winning. You need your systems to keep winning for you. When your income streams are diversified, equity, real estate, royalties, dividends, your life becomes proof of quiet power. Loud success is fragile. It depends on attention. Quiet power is anti-fragile. It grows through cycles, crises, and criticism. The strongest brands, the most resilient investors, and the most fulfilled individuals share one trait: consistency built in silence. You don't need the world to see you winning. You need your systems to keep winning for you. When your income streams are diversified, equity, real estate, royalties, dividends, your life becomes proof of quiet power. If you're ready to play the long game, hit that subscribe button and start building your invisible empire, one quiet decision at a time. Because ego burns wealth, humility builds it. Hit like and share the video with your loved ones. If you're curious about why compounding works only with large amount of money, that's exactly what I cover in the next video. See you